Hey there, my fellow benefit recipients. Breaking news that's going to make your day: the Social Security Administration just confirmed a massive $2,966 deposit hitting accounts this Friday. That's right, we're talking about the first ever overnight payment for Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and VA beneficiaries. If you're wondering how this affects your benefits and whether you qualify for this substantial payment, you're in the right place. Before we dive into all the details, if you want to stay updated on the latest benefit increases, payment dates, and financial tips that could put more money in your pocket, hit that subscribe button and notification bell right now. Trust me, with the way benefit programs are changing this year, you can't afford to miss a single update. Let me ask you this: have you been struggling to keep up with rising costs while waiting for your monthly benefits? The financial strain facing millions of Americans on fixed incomes has reached a breaking point, and that's exactly why this accelerated payment system is being implemented. The $2,966 deposit represents a significant boost for qualifying recipients, addressing the growing concerns about benefit adequacy in today's economy. But who exactly qualifies for this payment, and why is it happening now, seemingly out of nowhere? The story behind this payment begins with the Social Security Administration's recognition of the financial hardships many beneficiaries are experiencing. After months of advocacy from senior organizations and disability rights groups, the SSA has restructured its payment distribution system to provide more timely financial relief. This isn't just another cost of living adjustment, it's a fundamental change in how benefits are delivered. The overnight payment system means that funds will be available immediately, without the traditional 2 to 3 day processing period that has been standard practice for decades. Can you imagine no longer having to wait those extra days that often mean the difference between paying a bill on time or incurring late fees? The $2,966 amount represents a combination of factors. For many recipients, it includes their regular monthly benefit plus adjustments for previous underpayments that may have occurred during recent system upgrades. The SSA has acknowledged that some beneficiaries experienced payment discrepancies during the transition to their new digital processing system earlier this year. Have you checked your benefit statements lately to see if you might have been affected by these calculation errors? Many recipients don't realize they may have been receiving less than their full entitlement. For Social Security retirement beneficiaries, the deposit will be particularly significant. Those who receive the maximum benefit amount and qualify for the adjustment could see the full $2,966 appear in their accounts. For context, the average monthly Social Security retirement benefit currently stands at around $1,860, so this deposit represents a substantial increase for many. SSDI recipients will also see similar amounts, depending on their benefit calculation and work history. And for SSI recipients, who typically receive lower monthly payments, this deposit could be life-changing, potentially representing several months' worth of benefits in one lump sum. But here's what makes this payment truly unprecedented: it's the first time the SSA has implemented what they're calling Priority Distribution Protocol. Under this new system, funds are released directly to financial institutions with instructions for immediate posting to recipient accounts, regardless of normal banking hours or processing schedules. Have you noticed how in the past, even direct deposits would sometimes take days to become fully available in your account? This new system eliminates that frustrating wait time entirely. Veterans receiving VA benefits will also be included in this accelerated payment schedule. For many veterans who rely on disability compensation or pension benefits, the coordination between the VA and SSA has often meant confusing payment schedules and occasional delays. This new system synchronizes payments across both agencies, ensuring veterans receive their funds simultaneously. This cross-agency coordination represents a major administrative achievement that has been years in the making. Would you agree that our veterans deserve this level of efficiency and respect when it comes to their hard-earned benefits? You might be wondering, do I need to do anything to receive this payment? For the vast majority of beneficiaries, the answer is no. If you currently receive your benefits through direct deposit, the funds will automatically be deposited into your account. However, those who still receive paper checks may experience a slight delay, as the expedited system primarily affects electronic transfers. This might be the perfect motivation to finally switch to direct deposit if you haven't already. Have you been hesitant to make the switch to direct deposit? Many seniors express concerns about the security of electronic transfers, but statistically, direct deposit is actually far more secure than paper checks, which can be lost, stolen, or delayed in the mail. The timing of this payment is particularly significant given the economic pressures facing benefit recipients. With inflation affecting everything from grocery prices to utility bills, many Americans living on fixed incomes have been forced to make impossible choices. Should you pay for your prescription medications or your heating bill? Should you buy groceries or put gas in the car? These are decisions no one should have to make, especially our seniors and disabled citizens who have contributed to our society throughout their lives. Does this sound familiar to your situation or someone you know? Financial experts are advising recipients to be strategic about how they use this substantial deposit. While it might be tempting to spend it all at once on overdue bills or necessary purchases, consider setting aside a portion for emergency expenses. The unpredictable nature of today's economy means having a financial buffer is more important than ever. Have you thought about how you'll allocate these funds when they arrive in your account on Friday? Some advocacy groups are cautioning beneficiaries about potential scams that might emerge in response to this payment announcement. Remember that the SSA will never call, email, or text you asking for personal information regarding this deposit. They already have all the information they need to process your payment. If anyone contacts you claiming to be from the SSA and requests personal or banking information, it's almost certainly a scam. Have you received any suspicious communications lately claiming to be about your benefits? Unfortunately, scammers often target seniors and disabled individuals, particularly around the time of significant benefit announcements. For those who receive supplemental security income, this payment represents an even more significant development. SSI recipients, who are among the most financially vulnerable Americans, typically face strict asset limits that can make saving money difficult without jeopardizing their benefits. However, the SSA has clarified that this particular payment will not count toward asset limits for the first 9 months after receipt, giving recipients breathing room to address needs without fear of losing eligibility. Isn't it about time that these restrictive asset limits were reconsidered altogether? The implementation of this overnight payment system also signals a broader modernization of the Social Security Administration's operations. For years, the agency has faced criticism for outdated technology and processing systems that have led to backlogs in disability applications and benefit adjustments. This new payment protocol represents a significant step toward bringing the SSA's operations into the 21st century. Can you believe that until recently, many of the SSA's core computer systems were running on programming languages from the 1960s and 70s? For dual-eligible beneficiaries who receive both Social Security and Medicare, this payment may also affect how Medicare premiums are handled. Typically, Medicare Part B premiums are deducted directly from Social Security payments. With this accelerated payment, those deductions have already been calculated and accounted for in the deposit amount. Have you checked your Medicare coverage lately to ensure you're enrolled in the most cost-effective plan for your healthcare needs? Many beneficiaries could save hundreds of dollars annually by reviewing their Medicare options. Community resources are gearing up to assist beneficiaries who may have questions about this payment. Local Social Security offices, senior centers, and community action agencies are preparing to field inquiries and provide guidance. If you're uncertain about any aspect of this payment or how it might affect your overall financial situation, don't hesitate to reach out to these resources. Would it surprise you to learn that many beneficiaries qualify for additional assistance programs beyond their regular Social Security or disability benefits? The political implications of this payment are also worth noting. With midterm elections approaching, both political parties are focused on addressing the financial concerns of seniors and disabled Americans, who represent a significant and highly engaged voting bloc. The implementation of this overnight payment system demonstrates a rare bipartisan acknowledgement of the struggles facing benefit recipients. Do you think this represents a genuine commitment to improving benefit adequacy, or is it primarily motivated by electoral considerations? For family members who serve as representative payees for Social Security recipients, this accelerated payment doesn't change your responsibilities. You'll still need to ensure these funds are used for the benefit of the recipient and keep records of how the money is spent. The SSA may request an accounting of these funds as part of their regular review process. Are you aware of all the responsibilities that come with being a representative payee? Many family members take on this role without fully understanding the documentation requirements. Looking ahead, the SSA has indicated that this overnight payment system may become the new standard if it proves successful. This could mean consistently faster access to benefits for millions of Americans who rely on these payments to survive. After decades of dealing with payment delays and processing times, this change could represent a significant quality of life improvement for beneficiaries. Can you imagine how much stress would be alleviated if you always had immediate access to your benefits on payment day? As we wrap up today's breaking news, let's recap the key points. A confirmed $2,966 deposit is scheduled for this Friday, representing the first overnight payment for Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and VA beneficiaries. This accelerated payment system eliminates traditional processing delays, providing immediate financial relief to millions of Americans struggling with rising costs. The payment includes adjustments for previous calculation discrepancies and will not affect SSI asset limits for 9 months after receipt. If you found this information helpful, please hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss any updates on benefit changes that could affect your financial situation. Drop a comment below with your thoughts on this new payment system. Do you think it will make a difference for benefit recipients? And if you know someone who might benefit from this information, please share this video with them. Remember, knowledge is power, especially when it comes to navigating the complex world of government benefits. I'll be back soon with more updates and financial tips tailored specifically for Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and VA benefit recipients. Until next time, take care and stay financially informed.